So why is it that CROs and our customers and our partners need to align? Well, as you know, I mean, the outsourcing of PV work continues to increase, and it will only ever do so. And I think as it does, the criticality of the role that CROs are now playing in the management of patient safety is ever more important. And of course, decisions within safety are data driven. And so if you're outsourcing safety work, particularly the safety database, I think consideration needs to be given as to the limitations that may exist if you don't have direct access to that data. And from a CRO perspective, in terms of what we are delivering to our clients, well, it's all about partnerships. In my experience, I think one of the most common reasons to outsource safety work is access to expertise and experience. And I think that's not just within safety, but it's also in related areas such as therapeutic area expertise that may support the identification and management of risk. And as CROs work with many different clients, the experience that we gain in working with those different clients, we can then share the best practice and bring to each of those partnerships. And as outsourcing increases, it becomes ever more important, and as technology improves, that we can seamlessly integrate into our clients' organizations so that we become true partners. We need to have workflows and processes that are both optimized and integrated. And more importantly, we need to be able to rapidly share data. And that's not just safety data, but it might be data and metrics that are concerning the performance of the CRO, for example, or performance of the PV system. And I think the resultant business impact, if it's done well, you can have a really highly successful partnership in which the PV system is both high quality and cost efficient, but it supports patient safety through ensuring that the right individuals have access to the right data when they need it to facilitate both decision making and oversight of the data. So I'd like to talk specifically about TFS's journey and in relation to our implementation of Vault Safety in order for us to more closely align with our customers. All companies are fairly unique and have unique sets of challenges, but I think from a technology perspective, you can look at your customers and you can look at them in terms of the type of customers they are, where they are in development, the types of services that they're outsourcing. And just to take a couple of examples here. So in the pre-marketing situation where you're outsourcing perhaps one study, well, maybe you don't need access to the data, but maybe if the sponsor is doing the medical review and the QC, well, it's definitely going to be a lot easier. But as you start to look into a partnership model where you're outsourcing safety across multiple studies, well, there's not only a need to have different people in the sponsor organization accessing the data, but you may have different people on a per study basis. And similarly, from post-marketing, you have those sorts of complexities, because if you're outsourcing your safety database and your case processing, but you're keeping in-house, for example, your QPPV, well, you're going to want to make sure your QPPV has access to the safety data. And if you're outsourcing much more of the safety work and having a full partnership, you may want, perhaps your partner companies to have access to their data within your system. And so I think when we were looking at the system that we were going to choose, we really wanted to make sure that we had a system that really addressed each of those customer needs.